I'm working here with my PRS 594 Paul Reed Smith McCarthy 594 guitar, a fine guitar. I wanted to show you guys the tuning issue I've got because of the truss rod tension. So that E string is basically in tune. Certainly it was a second ago. The B string's in tune. The G string is perfect. Now watch what happens when I sound the second fret. That's the second fret I'm depressing here. And when you play an open D chord, it sounds absolutely awful. And what I'm going to do now is reduce the tension on the truss rod by about, I'm going to start with a 1/8 of a rotation, and then you will find, I know from experience, you'll find that that A note will be in the blue. In other words, perfectly A. On an open G, it will be perfectly blue, and on a A there at the second fret of the G string, it will give a perfect A. I haven't found a video like this on YouTube yet, and hopefully this will help you if you've got the same problem. This problem surfaced many years ago before I even knew how to adjust a truss rod, and I was too scared to reset the guitar's intonation, which means that from the nut to the bridge, you must have the same note sounding an E at an E, and a G at a G, and you adjust it by moving the saddles backwards and forth. If the note is sharp at the 12th fret, if it's ringing sharp as a B note there, then you want to turn the screw anti-clockwise so that this little saddle moves backwards and therefore lengthens the distance between the bridge and the 12th fret. Okay, so that's what I mean by resetting the intonation. But right now I've got to do this truss rod adjustment, and then I'll check the intonation afterwards. But I know, because I had the same problem with my Gibson Les Paul yesterday, once again, because we've got this crazy weather in Sydney, 36 degrees one day, and the next day can be as low as 17 degrees at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we've got a day off today, about 36 degrees, and tomorrow it's going to be storming with a high of 22 or 23, and rain. Thank Lord for the rain. So the truss rod up here, so when you're standing like this above the neck, then remember this, rightly, tightly. So if you move in a clockwise direction, if you're standing up here and you move your truss rod adjuster towards your right hand, then you're going to tighten the truss rod. And if you move it to the left, anti-clockwise, this is when you're looking down at the neck like that, anti-clockwise, or to your left arm, or your left side of your body, then you're releasing the tension on the truss rod. And what you're going to find, as I explained, especially the G string, I found in a Gibson Les Paul, and indeed the Paul Reed Smith 594 has got the same issue. I found that the truss rod is actually too tight. I can only attribute it to the weather. Whether it's expanded or contracted, only God knows, because it's not that hot down here, but the weather has got everything, and the humidity plays havoc with the neck. So like when I play an open D chord, it sounds dreadful, because that note, I'm depressing an A, but it's actually showing very close to a B flat on the guitar's tuner. So when I release the truss rod, you're going to find that the neck will bow slightly, and then you will find that the distance from that A note on the G string to the bridge will be right. And you'll find you'll have an open G string in perfect tuning, and you'll have a perfect A note. And when you play a chord like an open D chord, especially, or a C chord, or a G, the guitar will sound so much better, and it'll actually play better. Anyway, I hope that helps you. Now, unfortunately, as you can see, I've only got one hand, the other hand's holding the camera here. But hopefully you'll hear it later, that it will be in perfect tune. Thanks. I hope that helps you. Cheers. Bye.